Daf Ches. First, it's tonight the Yortzeit to the Tzemach Tzedek and Shkoch El Yoina, that Kapital, and it's the song of Yemin Hashem. So L'chaim L'chaim. Ebesh is al-Helfen, that this Seder, that when by this Kapital says Pisch L'Sharet Tzedek, the Ebesh should open up the gates for us. And we know that b'shas the Seder, the gates are open. We can ask for anything we want, for everything we want. And the Rebbe Rashab told the son that befrat by psicha, by shreich hamoscha, to think that the Eibusha should help us. And he told the son that it's special that it's a shame to ask for Gashmi, ask for Ruchnis. Some of us also need Gashmi, so the Eibusha will help them for all those that need the Yeshua and all the Inyonim. Whatever it is, they should have it. Amidst Hashem, and by Psichas Adelos, they should have a complete Yeshua and everything.
Where's the Tzemach Tzedek buried?
Lubavitch.
Hashem, we have it. All the Klarm of the Rebbe. Not all Chassidim have it. Most Chassidim don't. It's obvious though. We say during I don't know where did it start when we say during Berchas Hashanim. You have in mind Saint Bracha. You're supposed to have in mind Yain, Mel, and Esr.
Yeah, right. It's brought in some Yom Yom that the Ramona is.
Who was Mechadish then? Whoever it was, but so if we'll ask Ruch, it's Mamela.
Mamela, exactly.
That's what like we do in the same time.
Exactly. We ask for the Esr. Right. Which is a mitzvah.
What did Tzemach Tzedek was named? Tzemach Tzedek?
No, the name is Menachem Mendel.
Tzemach is saying Matri is Mendel.
Tzemach?
I don't know if
Tzemach Tzedek.
Yeah, but Tzemach. Yeah.
Menachem
Menachem is Matri of Tzemach Tzedek. Because I know Tzemach is Matri of Mendel. So Menachem is Tzemach.
So why do they call him Tzemach Tzedek? Wrote a book about Tzemach Tzedek?
No, because that was the name of the Sefer.
A lot of times people didn't want to put, they wrote names for anonymous. So, yeah, I don't know, was that the word or the word was that, did he give it that name?
No, I think Chassidim gave it the name because... Right.
Yeah.
But he didn't publish
put
it.
his first name on the book, they'll kill a shot.
Where did that custom come from?
That what?
Of naming someone after a famous sefer, like Tzemach Tzedek or Noam Melech, etc.
It's brought, it's sworn that it's kedai to put the remez of the person, the author, into his sefer, and it's brought in Tehillim here, which says lo almost kiyechya. So one of the pshatim is that when the tzaddik dies, he's still alive. Why? Because people are still learning his Torah. So therefore, there's a rare thing to put the name of the author into his sefer. Chaim. So the Tzemach Tzedek, the Rebbe said that when he passed away, his sons, not all of them were there by the Estalkus, and his oldest son came to Lubavitch. He said, "My father, in every line of what he wrote, you could write a whole essay on the line that he wrote." Tzemach Tzedek wrote, there is very few tzaddikim that wrote that much. And we have only a fraction because a big, unfortunately, part of it got burnt. The Rebbe of Fabrengen once said that it's true that every line is like a treasure, and he can attest to it. He said not that he went through everything Be'iyun Gadol, but from what he went through, B'shitchias, he could see that that's the case. They never said that there was once...
He must have laughed when he said that.
Yeah, I was in the yeshivas, it's like some early years, the first Fabrengen. So the Rebbe said that in one Rishima he talks about the Ovis Makova. And he says even when they were sleeping, which is l'choira chidush dover, when the person should be a makar v'tashem, No, the person should be devoted even when he eats l'shem shamayim, and he drinks l'shem shamayim. But well, you could go into bed l'shem shamayim to be rested the next day. But mamish v'shas the sleeping. So the Rebbe said that there was. You drink Chiddush Torah,
then you're on the right track during the day.
Exactly. But that's the mamish. Every drop of the sleeping is the chiddush davar. The Rebbe said that there was a granddaughter from. In other words, his wife's younger sister, Nebuch, she was killed in Treblinka. When she was a child, she used to go a lot to her grandfather's house. So grandfather used to like kibitz with her. He said, Shandel, you have to everything l'kavod Shabbos, not only to eat, not only to drink, but also when you go to sleep tonight, you have to do l'kavod Shabbos. She was a little kid, she took it very seriously. And she stood up, she said, no, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that. I know how to eat l'kavod Shabbos, how to drink l'kavod Shabbos. But once I'm asleep, I'm sleeping. How can I do it l'kavod Shabbos?
Before you sleep, you say
L'shem Shabbos.
I'm going to sleep. To have koach for
She knew
Shabbos.
that answer. She knew that answer.
Oh, she knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the answer though?
And the
Why was
Rebbe
she so
doesn't say.
surprised? Why was she
He
so
was
surprised?
laughing. She was a child. He didn't answer the kasha. But he enjoyed the kasha itself, that the child realized that there's some achidush here, that it's not so simple to sleep, l'shem shamayim. Okay, so first avor to the Tzemach Tzedek. It says, "Min hameitze karosi lo ononim b'merchav yo," and we learn from that in Shulchan Aruch that when you build a shofar, a shofar, they work on the shofar. It's not just straight off the horn is straight off the animal. They cook it and they polish it. They could shape it in the hot water however you like. But you're supposed to make the shofar that it's tsar b'tchilosai and rochem b'soifai. It has to be small by your mouth and big in the top. Why? Because the pasuk says min hameitza karosi lo anonim b'merchav. A beautiful. So Tzemach Tzedek says min hameitza karosi yo anonim b'merchav yo. That it says when Mashiach will come, b'yom hu yihi Hashem echad. B'zman hazeh the Eibish's name is spelled Yud Kei Vav Kei. When Mashiach will come, the Eibish's name will be spelled Yud Kei Yud Kei. That the Vav Kei will be elevated into Yud Kei. That's what we're saying. When Hameitze Karotzi Yo, that we're in Golus and we're asking Anoni B'Merchav Yo, that it shouldn't be Yud Hey Vav Hey, but it should be Yud Hey Yud Hey. Beautiful words from the Rebbe. Just unbelievable words is like this. If you look at the counting, when the Yidden were counted in the Chumash Bamidbar, Shevet Yehud is 75,000, Yisachar is 54,000, Zvulun is 74,000, a lot, right? Levi is how much? 22,000. 22,000. And what's the difference? By Yehud, all the Shvatim, they count only 20 to 60. And by Shevet Levi, they count from 30 days until the day they pass away.
Strengthening the
What to say? It strengthens the kasha unbelievably. Here is 75,000 people from 20 to 60. How could Shevet Levi have only 22,000 people from cradle till they pass away? So there's a lot of Midrash Chazal, because they're close to the Oren, they're passing away rapidly. The Ramban says, I don't like all these Midrashim. Doesn't make sense. It says the Pshat is very simple, and it's an unbelievable Pshat. And you go out and you see it's true. Shevet Levi was never tormented. They were never in the Shibud. The Torah says, they were never tormented. It says by Moshe Nar and the Chul, they say, why are you bothering the people? I'm not bothering you. Why are you bothering me? He said. Am I bothering you? You're not slaves. Go learn a little Gemara, a little Tosfos, a little Tzos. Why are you bothering me? Let the Jews be slaves and you go learn Gemara. Why are you bothering me? That's what Pare said. That's the way Pare thinks, right? Shevet Levi was never tormented, and the Broche Kashayano is only to the Yidden that were tormented. They had quintuplets, they had Shisha Bekeres Echot, they had Shmoina Bekeres Echot, they had Yordis Beloy Etzav Tachas Hapuch Torah Hatir. Shevet Levi, they had regular children, Baruch Hashem. But not that special bracha after the Holocaust. You see, Yidden. I just hear. There was Menachem Ovel, someone recently. Baruch Hashem, mother who grew up, very nice. You see people that went through the Rahman al-Islam, the Holocaust, came to America. There was the other day someone came to talk to me. Wanted to make an investment, the wife was upset. They went to the Munkacher Rebbe. So he said, look, after the Muhammad, there were people that came, they need a job, okay? Have a job, they have a job. But he says the big oilam came, they had nothing to lose. They wanted to make a fortune. They went into business. These people are Gevirim Adirim. Gevirim Adirim. Imam Hashem, if we take, it would be interesting for someone to take a survey and all the survivors, the wealthiest among in planet Earth, and how many of them are survivors or children of survivors. It's staggering. It's unbelievable. Because you see Pasha Kipshut the Bracha, Kasher Yana Oise Kain Yirbe V'Chain Yifretz. And you see so many people that Taka, the Mishpach and and they had a terrible Kasher Yana Oise. And you see Kain Yirbe V'Chain Yifretz, the Gashmias, that they have Pasha big families. The Gashmias, unbelievable Bracha. When the Kasher Yana Oise, and now they have thousands of descendants. And it's unbelievable.
Yeah, there was a lady in Monroe that passed away a few years ago. She had over 1,000 children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, over 1,000.
Say that?
Wow.
And you have a Baba also almost, right?
Yeah, she passed away at her Levaya itself. There were hundreds of her own grandchildren at her Levaya.
That's
Unbelievable.
But I mean, they were still there in Mitzrayim for 210 years. So from Levi's time into Mitzrayim, only having 30,000 males, does it? I mean,
the Ramban says that if you have naturally, he says, I don't know, you have to know.
He figures it out mathematically.
He says. He says, according to his cheshbon, that would be a normal growth for one person to, after 210 years, to turn into 22,000 and 75,000 shaloi kedei lecharogel. And that was the bracha. Not that Chas v'Shalom Levi had Epizaklola or something. No, whatever. They didn't have that special bracha. Kashayanu Oisei. That's it. And the Rebbe says that's why we see that the Chazal say that he learns Torah me'oisha. Why can't he learn Beinani? No, because dafka min ameitze korosiyah and only b'merchaviyah. And the Rebbe said a third thing. This was a sikha once that the Rebbe spoke and in the Tov Mem Hey, on the Simchas Beis HaSheva, the fourth night, he said, you see b'muchash that Rabbeim cared very much from what the Chassidim, how they did financially. I mean, what do we know? But apparently, that Rabbeim, it hurt them very much. In times when Chassidim were tight, it hurt the Rabbeim a lot.
And more than any other leaders of Klal, they pushed for them to develop the land and have other things of promotion.
They had the psazach, and it was negei benefesh. So the Rebbe says that you see that dafka in those manim, there was the biggest thing of Chassidus. Like in time of Mittel Rebbe, Jews were very poor, and it had Mittel Rebbe had unbelievable agmas nefesh from it. And dafka in that manim, there was because mirameitza karosi on only v'merchavla. Okay, so this is all nice pshat. Now comes something which is typical from the Rebbe. Unbelievable. The Rebbe says it's not chas v'sholem that in this generation. And say, okay, so the previous generation never had a big Meitzer, and we should have a big Mercham. The Bezdin, the Rebbe said like these words. Sometimes you hear like the Rebbe's talking to heaven. The Rebbe said, the Bezdin Paskins, Dinim, the Bezdin Shalmata, the Bezdin Shalmata has to listen. And Shlichusai Rabbonon. And the din is in the beginning of the 7th Perek in Baba Metzia, that even if a Jew, even you make a Suda Shlema B'Shaitoi, you are not Yoitza. So therefore, every Yid deserves to have unbelievable health. It should be Bori Ulam, and every Yid deserves to have Nachas and Kindalach, and every Yid deserves to have Parnosa Barchova Bashirus. And if he's missing even a little bit, that's Min HaMeitzah. And that's what Bezdin Shalmata Paskins, and therefore, every Yid deserves to have El HaMerchav. So, L'chaim, now we're learning this Kapital. And the Rebbe's, the Rebbe's here Maledis, and the Rebbe Paskin once in a Sikha, that the Bezdin Shalmata says, which Bezdin Shalmata we're talking about?
7-7.
Exactly. And the Bezdin Shalmata paskins that every Yid deserves to have unbelievable toiv v'chesed, and if he's missing even a little bit, that means min ha-meitzer, and therefore he deserves now l'mercha. So l'chaim,
Chaim.
that all of this us should realize taka
Amen.
min ha-meitzer l'mercha.
Amen.
L'chaim.
Is it your side or?
The Tzemach Tzedek.
What number?
What number?
1865.
Yeah.
1865, so it was...
Yeah, it's 100 and what? Tafresh Chavav. So now
Yeah.
it's
152 years.
52. Okay.
163.
152. Because I know that I was born 100 years after the 7th. And I'm 52. No, you're right. I'm 53. You're right. I'm 53. I don't even know my age. I don't know my age. It's good that you don't know my age.
You were
right?
born Tafshin Chavav.
Chafei.
Tafshin Chavei.
Yeah.
So that's so that's a year before.
Oh, so I was right.
So you were right.
152 years.
Yes, it's 152 years, l'chayr.
But I still don't know my age.
You mean Hashem Roi Meima Yemin Hashem Zachaye Yemin Hashem Roi Meima Yemin Hashem Zachaye Okay, let's learn a little bit of the Kapital. Yesterday we did first Yud Beis Psukim, and let's do now from Pasuk Yud Gimel, which is page Chet. That the enemies of the Yidden try to push, and B'deibishter helps us. Oziv v'zimras Yova Hilil Yeshua. That the Eibishter is our strength, and the Eibishter is our Yeshua. Sagt Rashi, Oziv v'zimras Yova Hilil Yeshua. Oziv v'zimras Gvuritz HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hilil Yeshua. Oziv Yud Yiseda. Kilom etzina b'mikra Oziv Nokav Chatav Kometz Elo Shurak. Usually it's Uzi, not Ozi. Chutz Meshala Mishloishim HaKoimish, Somach Etza v'zimras, V'akeim v'zimras Tov V'Teves Hashem. That it's Ozi v'zimras yeah, these three words go together. Enech v'farish v'zimras I. All the time, v'hili shaloi amar hoyali lishua. It should have said, like in the previous pasuk, Dochazam limpel v'Hashem azaroni. He did help me. It should say the same thing. Ozi v'zimras yeah, the Eibishter is my help and my strength. V'hoyali lishua. But Keila Shekela Harbe Mikros Vasher Loisam Liba V'Yazav is blood of Hoyle Licht of Ozav. But sometimes it's Lashon Ovar, but it's also Lashon Hoy and Lashon Osid, which is not only the Eibishter was my help, but he is my help and he will be my help. Kalrina V'Yishub Alet Tzadikim. Yeah. Ozav is V'Zimzevi Lishua. Kalrina V'Yishub Alet Tzadikim. The Ba'alet Tzadikim there's a Kalrina V'Yishua. And what's the song that they sing? Yemin Hashem Oy Sachoil. Yemin Hashem Oy Sachoil. That's the song they sing. Yemin Hashem Remain. But that's the song they sing. I saw a beautiful pshat that by tzaddikim it's called Rina v'Yeshua. First it's Rina and then it's Yeshua. In other words, a regular person first is a Yeshua and then he thanks the Eibishter Rina. But tzaddikim, it's called Rina v'Yeshua. That first they thank the Eibishter, and then the Eibishter makes them the Yeshua. It's like the Tzemach Tzedek says, Trach gut v'zayin gut. And the Rebbe explains that in the schus of the Munah itself, that you trach gut, from that itself becomes good. Exactly. Absolutely.
And that was just Tirana Sifasai Kiazamula. The Rana Svosai, like that says, once you say Torah, you learn Torah, you come out of the Cheshach HaTorahs, and then that's it says Talmidei Chacham that they're battling in Molish Torah. Once they come out, they see the light, but in it it's black.
First the Tiranos was us, and then Azamalo.
Yeah, so it's similar thing.
But that's verkehrt. In Torah, it's like the Gemara says, Nasa Oivim Zelose.
Right.
And then Nasa Oivim.
You can also call Rina can also mean Torah. Then you'll have Yeshua.
Okay.
Like
Torah
Lashon Smira.
Right, and Rina is Torah. Torah is called Rina. Torah is called definitely Rina. A lot of places it's called. Right, and Rina la Torah. Torah is definitely called Rina. Right.
So saying that's another pshat.
Yeah, for sure. It can open for many pshatim. The Hillim is open for. Yeah. So good. This year, this Kapital is not Stama Kapital. It's like the lion's share of Tehillim, and it's
Beautiful niggin.
yeah. Oh, they made a niggin, nice niggin.
Sure.
I didn't hear the niggin.
Gorgeous.
Oh, good. I thought they're just going to use Yamin Hashem Remeima.
No,
No,
it's
they
really
made it.
long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, very nice.
They don't catch on to it, they'll remain at the
No, he's very talented. This guy. What's his name?
Brochta?
Yeah.
Oh, Brochta, man.
I asked Nachman who made it. He said he thinks it's Brosh, but it's not true. But the niggin, I saw him singing so and
Okay, I guess I'll hear it when I get to some time.
yeah.
On which words?
Can I play it?
Yeah, play it.
Why not?
I thought it was Moscow. I don't know if it was Moscow. It's really beautiful.
I heard this a long time ago. I made this already a month ago, no?
Every year they make a song for the Rebbe's Kapital. And now we're in the 50 test. So, Howard. Every year there's a guy who's very accomplished. But we're not going to make something for the Rebbe's. I don't get that. That it always comes to that.
Oh, you see how they in there singing?
Yeah, well, it's always a hasafa, you know what I'm saying? It's always a hasafa, it's a beautiful thing.
Yamin Hashem Remeinu, Yamin Hashem Ma'asechoil, which is Pasuk Tezayin. So Rashi says that there is Yad Yamin and Yad Smoil. Beautiful pshat in Rashi. Medrash Haggadah Agyonim Baruch HaKadosh Baruch Hu B'Yamino, Fikach L'Shaltam Misa. The Medrash Haggadah says that because the Eibishter made the Agyonim with his right hand, therefore there's no Misa there. Shenema Afyod Yos the Eretz is a Smoil, B'Yamin Tipcha Shemayim Ze Yamin. V'Lachin Amar Meshoder. Therefore the Meshoder, the one who's composed, the composer says, Yamin Hashem Remeima, that this Yamin Hashem, which is Remeima, which makes the heaven and the angels, so Shabarosa Oisam Shabarumay Shaloilam, Remeima means he created those angels, Barumay Shaloilam. He Yamin Hashem Shetasa Chayola Shal Tzadikim Liyosalabe. This Yamin Hashem, which is Remeima, this is going to make Oisa Chayol. He's going to make the Yidden who are Tzadikim, Amach Kulam Tzadikim, are going to have the Tchisam Eisam, and they're going to live forever. V'gam bo yichyu oisam v'yichyu le'olam v'oz loy, and that's the connection to the next pasuk. Loy amos ki yechya. I'm not going to die, because if I die, it's only temporary, says David HaMelech. Ki yechya, I'm going to have Tchisam Eisam.
And it's good for every tzaddik. We see everybody learning his Torah after he passed out.
Right.
Lo amut ki achie v'asaper ma'asiyah. We're learning his Torah.
Right, very nice. Nice pshat. Chassan Sofer says, Lo yomus ki yechya means like this. I'm not going to die like the Rishonim, which they b'chayim kruim esim, but faket, I'm going to be like tzaddikim, that b'misosam kruim chayim even. And furthermore, that I'm poshet going to live because I'm going to teach Torah to other Yidden. And if you're a person that teaches Torah to other Yidden, he has to live to be able to do his work. pasuk continues, Lo yomas ki yechi v'asapar masiyah, that I'm going to live because the Eibishter will give, that I should have the koyach in order to that's what the Ksav Surface is also a similar thing. The Chazal say, Bali Yisurim Chayim Ein Chayim, that a person never has Yisurim, his life is not a life, because, so that's why it's very important that Yid should never have Yisurim Chas V'Sholem. Because in order for Yid to be able to serve Hashem, how could you be a Bal Yisurim and serve Hashem? So that's why it says, Lo Yomus Ki Yechya V'Asaper, because Chazal says, Zog the Ksav Sofer, that a person has Yisurim Nebach, that's like Misa, because he can't live well if you have Yisurim. So the Yid says, Lo Yomus Ki Yechya, why do I want to live? Not because I just want to be comfortable. V'Asaper might say, because I want to tell the story of the Eibishter to the world. So I can't be a Bal Yisurim for that, I have to be healthy. Next. Right, even though it says that. But a Yid has to know.
Not ask for them.
Right, exactly. Yasi Yisirani Yov Elamovis Lo Nesanoni. That David Melech says that the Eibishter gave me Yisurim, but he always made sure that Faket, that the Yisurim were Mechaper for my Avedis, but never Chas V'Shom, there should be Mavis. It atoned for the sins. But one of the nice Mefoshim say like this, that Yasa Yisrani, Yasa Meloshan, Kasher Yiyasar Ishes Benoy Hashem Alachecha Me'asreko. That the Eibishter is like a father who who gives a kid 100 warnings. Because a father likes a child, doesn't want to give up Oynish. So he keeps on giving him warnings. It's the last chance, it's the last chance, it's the last chance, it's the last chance. He's not in a hurry to give Chas V'Sholem on Oynish to Yid. Yasa Yisrael doesn't mean Yisurim. It means he's Meyasar, he tells the Yidden, like the Novi says a lot of times, but not Chaz V'Sholem that the Yidden should have the Yisurim.
So what about the pasuk Chosech Yiftor Sonei B'no? If you don't punch, so you hate him.
Right. Okay.
That's
a Yoitzim in a klal, not for every day. Chosech Sifta means he tells the kid clearly, I'm never going to give you a punch.
He still gives us a lot more than the goyim that are not his sons.
Yeah, exactly.
Halavaya.
Next pasuk.
The Gemara says Esav, if he would get one patch, that would be it.
Right.
So that's why he doesn't get any petchlach, because then he wouldn't be able to handle it. So the few that we get puts us in the right, at least in the right frame of mind, because he knows that because we know he's our father.
The Medrash says like this, that the Medrash Tilim, that when Olam Haba they ask a person, did you give poor people to eat? He says, yeah, okay, here's your gate, you can go in here. Then they ask him, people that Nebuch didn't have clothing, were you mal b'sharumim? He says, yeah, you can go into that gate. Then they say, people that didn't have where to live, did you help them find a house? He says, yeah, you can go in, this is even a better gate. David HaMelech says, Pisach Lisharei Tzedek, all the Shorim will be open for me. Because I helped Yidden in everything I could. I helped Yidden in everything. So Mamela, all the Shorim will be opened for me. Pisach Lisharei Tzedek, Ovevom, Oideyo, and I will thank the Eibishter. Zeh Ashar Lashem
Why does it say Shorim?
Shari, that's why it's Loshen Abim. Because all the Shorim, he deserves that all the Shorim. Yeah, Shari Loshen Abim, yeah.
What if it would have said Shorim? Oh, Shari is a
yeah, Shari, right, exactly.
Yeah, because it's going on Tzedek.
Because it's going on Tzedek, exactly. Zeh Ashar Lashem, Tzadikim Yavoyu Boi Zokrashi, Zeh Ashar Shal Beis Hamikdash, Hu Lashem, Tzadikim Yavoyu Boi V'Shem Oitcha Ki Anisonim Min Agolos. That we can't wait till the Beis Hamikdash is going to be built, and there the Tzadikim are going to go. That's the connection. That I'm there, I'm going to be able to thank you for my Yisurim. Because Bizman HaGolus, really, a Yid has no right to thank the Eibishter for Yisurim in such a way. Because, but when Mashiach comes, it says that the Yid is going to say, Oitcha Hashem ki anaftabi. That the Yid is going to see the good in the anaftabi. So that's what David HaMelech is saying. I'm going to thank you for the anis, for the Yisurim, Vatihili Lishua. So Yid is saying to the Eibishter, if you want me to thank you for the Yisurim, you have to give us right away Mashiach Tzedkenu. We should have rebuild the Beis HaMikdash.
David HaMelech suffers so much. He's the one can say all this.
Right.
Well, when it says Piskul Yisrael, Rashi says ve'elahin Shari Tzedek. It's Shal Beis Hamikdash, right?
Right,
It's
right.
a hemshech.
Right, it's a
So
hemshech.
then the Chayri, he didn't have to say again Shorim. I mean, when it says Pischli Shar, obviously it's Tzedek. What other Pesach does the other want besides a Tzedek? So I mean, it's kind of understood that he wants a Shar Tzedek. Norvos, it means the Shar Beis Hamikdash, Shar Beis. So then why do you need again Shorim? He doesn't need all the Shorim. He just needs to get him through one gate. Why does he need many gates to get him to Beis Hamikdash?
Pashtus because
I guess because he's a melech,
No,
and
because
therefore
there's
there's
a
different
lot.
gates to different people. Not everyone goes through the same gates.
Not only that, yeah, exactly. The Nossi had a special gate that
Yeah.
was for the Nossi.
Right, and for the Kohen and the Kohen Gadol,
Right.
and the Ezra Nashim and Techul.
Right.
There are a lot of gates.
Right, a lot of gates.
But it's one Shad Tzedek. No, they're all Tzedek.
The old Tzedek, yeah.
They're all Tzama Tzedek.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, you see, we have the connection here. That this is an Evan that the boy and the builder said, forget about this stone, throw it in the garbage. At the end, it turns out there was Rosh Pina. It was a very choshev rock. What's a choshev rock? Rashi says it's a Rosh Pina. Pina is the corner. So, like for example, bricks. It's not a Narash Moshel.
Where does it say this?
Here, Rashi, look in the Rashi. Ve'ela hin shari tzedek, zeh ashar, zeh shabes hamikdash shul Hashem tzedikim yavoy yavoy v'shem oitcha kinesanu. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Metzudas. Look at the bottom of the Metzudas. Sorry. Eve mo'atzim, im ki ayise ani David, kama even Hashem mo'asa boinim, latita bebinyan. I was like, it's a mushal. The man says, I was like that rock that older builder said, throw in the garbage. There's nothing. Now I am the rock that's in the corner. What's so special in the rock in the corner? For example, if you go now to a brick store, it's not a shkeit, but say you want to buy bricks, right? So say they charge 50 cents a brick, right? But there are bricks that cost 75 cents.
Right.
The corner brick. Why? What's an afkamina? They have to make it more fancy. A regular brick is only fancy in the front, but in all the other sides are not so fancy. But the one in the corner, because it has to look nice, those are cost maybe instead of 50 cents, 60 or 65 cents. So that's the Rosh Pina.
You also see that all the fanciest houses in Flaps are all in the corner because they want everyone to see them.
Ah, yeah.
The light when they're turning, they're the most. So that you see the people pay the most money for a corner house.
All the
So you're a lot.
chandeliers.
It's a bigger lot.
Not a bigger lot.
No.
No.
Because it says in Tehillim, Rosh Pina. So they learned the Metzudas David. Meisa Shem Moisa Zayis Hine Flows Meinenu. The Eibishter made this and it's a Pella. So Pashtus, Api Kabbalah, it means like this. In Pashtus we're talking about that there's a mashal that the Umas Olam say in the Yidden that the Yidden are a tiny nation. And the Eibishter says, no, this is Rosh Pina, this is the foundation of the world, of the Jewish people, a little tiny country Israel that you can come see on the map. But the most inventions and the most patents are coming out of this country. And the most Torah, and the most chesed that's coming out to the world. Yeah. And okay, Israel didn't manage to land the
3D heart.
Next time.
3D heart is coming out from Eretz Yisrael, and they didn't manage. No, Chaim, for sure.
Prosthetics, no, most prosthetics, the most of the
Pharmaceuticals now.
Pharmaceuticals are coming from there, and
it's your taste Torah. Everything's in the Torah.
so that's what the one pshat is. We're talking to the goyim. The goyim say that the Yidden are a little rock, throw it away, cast it aside. No, the Eibishter says it's a Rosh Pina. The second pshat is talking about David the Melech, and good. B'chlal, for every Yid, sometimes you underestimate the gewalt of every Yid. And then there is a Pikabola. Pikabola, Evan is Malchus. Malchus is Evan. And more, the builders say, Maisa, mitzvahs, Maisa, Iker, the kavonas are very big. But when Mashiach is going to come, we'll see that a Maisa Iker, every mitzvah that we do b'Maisa, has an unbelievable chashivas to it. Because that's what makes the Dira B'Tachtoinim. The Evan, Dafka, the Malchus, we're going to see is Rosh Pina. Rashi says a nice pshat. that they're going to say that Zeh Yoim Osa Hashem, and then they're going to say Ona Hashem Ashina, Ona Hashem Atzlichna, Baruch Haba B'Shem Hashem, Beirach Nuchem B'Beis Hashem, that they're going to greet the people that are bringing the Bikurim to Yerushalayim. And another thing has a shaykhus to this also, that we say Kel Hashem Vayor Lonu Yisro Chag V'Avoisim At Kanadas HaMizbeach. That we learn from here Alocha in Jborna Shulchan Aruch, that on Yisro Chag a person has to make a special Su'udah, because a Yid shows how dear and precious a Yom Tov is, that the day after Yom Tov he can't just go back into regular choil. He makes a special Su'udah. And the Rebbe used to koch unbelievable in this idea of Yisro Chag. We learn it from this Kapital. Yisro Chag Bavoisim, that when a Yid brings Poris Ovis Ushmenis on Yisro Chag, it's like as if he came to the Mizbeach. The Rebbe instituted this concept of Kinus Torah. The Rebbe said, how do we show something special? So the Rebbe had this thought of making a Kinus. Yidden should get together, Balabatim, and should come and hear that the Rabbonim should give special droshes. And 770 was very important. Every Yom Tov, the Rebbe himself used to give a Dvar Torah in the Fabrengen. A lot of the very Geschmack and Niglas was a Hishtatvus in the Kinus Torah. The Rebbe's, he himself wants to be part of the Kinus Torah. He would say thing that he's part of that special thing the day after Yom Tov. The day after Yom Tov, that a Yid should make a special Masibah in his house, especially to wash and to eat a Suda, Yisro Chag. Because it's not just the Yom Tov is over, that's it. That's the idea of the Kinus Torah. Obviously, in Beis Menachem Mendel, we try very hard to have a Kinus Torah. Sunday, this year's going to be Sunday, so obviously Sunday morning.
What's Isru?
We're going to be back to bagels already, no?
Chaim's store, but most shops already have bagels.
15 minutes after Yom Tov, his store back is.
Sure. Over here in Avenue J, they used to have an auction. The first pie used to go for $600-700.
Wow.
I
Money
think
should
the
go for
second
Moschutim.
The guy said, I'm going to open up a pizza shop just for Motzi shop.
I'm selling the whole from the bagel for $500.
Serious? How about the dry cleanings? Did the person come to the first dry cleaning after Pesach?
All the boys to go to Sol, yes. Sunday
Rabbi,
morning.
what is Chag? What is
Did you
means?
see how
Yisro
Moshe
Chag?
inside the
It means
They want to
it's
go clean.
connected
Did anyone
to the
forget their
Chag. Also the kosher
ever?
Chag.
Oh, Asur B'Rehatim.
Ken.
I see pieces.
He gets Shmuel gets Shmarei HaKodesh, like the Luchas, Shivrei
Shivrei
Luchas.
Luchas.
People forget the Afikoyim in the
I
power.
always get
Yeah?
always.
African. Very nice.
There are people that put the Afikoyim on top the whole year. There's a Shmira.
It's a Shemitah?
That's what the people say. I'm not an expert, but that's what I heard.
Let's finish. Rashi says, Yasi Yisrani Yo. Oh, go back. Yisrochek Babeis Mazvochem Chagiga Sheinikim Bedukim Emum Koishim Bekarim Misasem Achivim Lasora Bekaranus Mizbeach. I've never seen a pshat like this. The Rashi said, we know that in the time when the Jews were in Egypt, they took the lamb and they tied it to their bed from the 10th day of Nisan. But there was a Yotzim Naklal, it was once in history. Rashi says, no, that the Yidden wanted to make sure that the lamb that they're bringing for the Korban Pesach every year, they wanted that it's Noki or Baduk, and they're going to leave it out running around town, and then it's going to jump over a fence, it's going to break a leg, it's going to rip a nose and a ear, and it'll become puzzle. So they would take the sheep into their bedrooms and tie it to their beds. Mechavivus, that's such a chavivus for the Korban Pesach. I don't know if I could do such a thing.
living room maybe.
Huh?
Can I put it in your living room maybe? Or?
They say it's getting a good question. Like, why did they bring it to their bedrooms?
They didn't have big houses, Mr.
That's true. That's it.
The bedroom was
And they didn't have. And they had.
They lived
floors
tachas gafne v'tachas teinose, not tachas manchonoi. They didn't live in a mansion. They lived under the fig tree and under the olive tree. So the Yid had such a chayis in bringing the korban to the Eibishter that they would pasha bring the lamb into their house. Okay, so no, ze kele ata ve'edeka. It's the Alter Rebbe's niggin. Okay, l'chaim, l'chaim. Ata ve'edeka. Eloi kaya
Tzemach Tzedek.
Which one?
Back, no.
Yemin Hashem?
Yemin Hashem.
No, let's finish the thing. Yemin Hashem. Right. Yeah. Yemin Hashem.
About the matzahs, I told somebody a story today that the small piece from Afrikaans, you know, you have to eat it. But the kids, there was a mother came to Yichidus with the Rebbe, with her son. The kid was 4-year-old. He born with a hole in his heart. The doctor say you're not going to have a chance to live because when they go, this hole going to make
Serious.
So she came to Yichidus. So the Rebbe said when I was eating the Afrikaans, when a small piece fell. So I put it in an envelope, and it's in my drawer, I don't know why. But told your son to eat it. It was middle day, told your son to eat it. The kid said, the boy ate the matzah. Small piece from the African man. Next time they go to the doctor to the regular checkup, doctor says, is this some kid or somebody else? He said, why? He said, I don't see any hole. What happened?
Amazing.
In my life, I never saw something like that. The piece of matzah that left from African man covered the hole from the...
The Rebbe hit a hole in one.
Oh,
That's a good
I'll
one.
tell you another story that happened today.
never saw the Rebbe not do it.
Another nice story. My son-in-law gives out matzahs mostly with yoilies, Sama people in B&H. And the guy says to him, you can't even be mitzvah for him to a minion. A yid that's over there that's married to a goita, and he's giving out matzahs there. So the guy that he works with, a very good guy, so he says to him, yoili, he's as Jewish as you and me. He's got the same neshama from the same God. And the guy's, ich weiß. He says, ich weiß. But
He touched him.
and there's a lot of people around the table at the time too. They're following him. They want to watch it. It's like a spectacle that now. Like the Lubavitch is giving out matzah. There's 250 something big knackers, and they're all getting into it. And the guy says, "Oh, I have for this guy," and they're asking him throughout the week.
You make them a Jew.
I have a friend. This guy, this guy. Send it to him. Send it to him. It's like they won't send it yet themselves, but they're so happy that he's doing it for them. They're living vicariously through him, and soon they're going to do it themselves.
It's unbelievable.
Rabbi Ziegler had the three matzahs in a box.
Yeah,
He had a couple hundred.
matzah share. He calls it matzah share.
He had a couple hundred of them. Anybody that have in shul, he say you must buy 10 boxes. Find somebody to give it.
Amazing.
Yeah. He make people to buying the matzahs and give it. He always says
And
somebody.
here we have
trouble
someone
is-
himself giving it out on King's Highway, thousands of matzahs.
He did it for many years.
Yeah.
And your father also. Right?
Today I met a yid.
3,000.
You know, whenever I go out on the street, like today, I take the kids to the pizza shop to eat. So on the way, we're all walking with matzahs to the pizza shop. You can find the yid, right?
And you can't bring the matzah into the pizza shop anyway.
Right. So that's the two left that I had by the time I arrived to the pizza shop. Out of 15, each one has a bag with 2 matzahs with a guide with a sticker in it. So I had to put in the stroller. It looked awkward. We walked into the pizza shop. But I met a yid, and I said, "You Jewish?" He says, "Yeah." So he says, "I'm a 2-day Jew." So I said,
What?
"I'm a 2-day Jew." So I said, "Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur." He
Rosh
says, "You
Hashanah.
got it." Yeah. He comes to shul 2 days. So I said,
Three-peat, make a three-peat.
exactly. So I had a conversation with him, and he got so touched. He tells me after, "Please make a blessing for my wife. Her name is Yehudis Bas." He said it with like a normal. He was a Frei American Yid. But I told him what you said. I said a 2-day Yid. Yeah. I'll tell you a story that happened to me. I have a guy, Michael Gershman. He's coming to me for the last 5 years for those 2 days. Yeah. So he's a 10-day Jew in the last 5 years, and he found it very funny. And he called me 2 days ago. This is a Ma'aser Shaya. What I'm telling you happened tonight. This call that I got was yesterday. He calls me, Michael, 2 days ago. He says, "Rabbi Zalman, I had another baby. I just want to tell you, I'm living in Manhattan now, married a Yid, and our boy just became the age of school, and I decided with my wife and convinced her, and he's now in Chabad school in Manhattan."
Wow.
So I said, "Here you go. Who is right, the Rebbe or people who are going to say that if you're a 2-day Jew, this kid is going to grow up now telling his parents about Torah mitzvahs and everything. Once you're in a Chabad school, there's a standard. they bring the parents become half from at least. Why?
Yeah.
Because he was a 2-day Jew. So true.